मन मीत बसा मन में मेरा मन मीत बसा दिल में बसा वही दिलारा है समय यही दिल दर्पण से है समय यही दिल दर्पण से प्रभु का दीदार कराने को प्रभु का दीदार कराने को अव्यक्त इशारे मिलते हैं अव्यक्त इशारे मिलते हैं विस्तार को आओ सार करें अशरीरी पल में बन जाए विस्तार को आओ सार करें अशरीरी पल में बन जाए मन सा सेवा करें फरिश्तावन मन सा सेवा करे फरिश्तावन अब सूक्ष्म वतन आए जाए तैयार है बाबा आप सबन तैयार है बाबा आप सबन हम घर अपने अब जाने को हम घर अपने अब जाने को अव्यक्त इशारे मिलते हैं अव्यक्त इशारे मिलते हैं अव्यक्त इशारे मिलते हैं
Om Shanti, everybody. Welcome. My name is Manish. I'm from Canada, and today I'm going to be conducting the Murli, and I'm very excited to be here. So thank you. So today's Murli, I thought, is very motivational. It's very interesting because Baba talks about our burdens and bondages and how we need to let go of them in order to become double light. And the only way we can do that is to be determined in our goals and recognize our self-worth. So let's begin. 15/10/2007. In order to experience the stage of liberation in life, at the confluence age, give all your burdens and bondages to the Father and become double light. Today, Bab Dada, the creator of the world, is celebrating a mela, a meeting, with his first creation of his extremely lucky and lovely children. Some children are personally in front of Baba and seeing him with their eyes. And many children in all directions are merged in his heart. Bab Dada is seeing on the forehead of each child 3 sparkling stars of 3 types of fortune. One fortune is of the elevated sustenance received from Bab Dada. The second fortune is of the study received from the teacher, and the third fortune is the sparkling star of the blessings received from the Satguru. So, all of you are experiencing the sparkling stars on your forehead, are you not? You have all your relationships with Bab Dada, but nevertheless, these 3 relationships are necessary in life. And all of you long lost and now found beloved children have easily attained them. You have attained them, have you not? You have that intoxication, do you not? You continue to sing this song in your heart, do you not? Wah, Baba, wah. Wah, teacher, wah. Wah, Satguru, wah. People of the world make so much effort to attain even one blessing from a worldly guru whom they call a great soul. Whereas the Father has made you full of blessings from your moment of birth. Did you ever think of such a great fortune, even in your dreams, that God, the Father, would surrender himself to you to this extent? Devotees sing songs of God. And whose songs does God, the Father, sing? Of you, lucky children. Even now, by which plane have all of you flown in from all the different countries? In physical planes? Or have all of you reached here from all directions in the plane of God's love? God's plane brings you here so easily. There are no difficulties. So, all of you have reached here in the plane of God's love. And so, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Seeing each child, whether they have come for the first time or whether they have been coming for a long time, Bab Dada knows the specialty of each child. Each child of Bab Dada, whether he is young, old, a Mahavir, or an effort maker, each child is specially beloved and long lost and now found. Why? You searched for the Father, but you didn't find him. However, Bap Dada searched for each of you, children, with a lot of love, fondness, and affection in every corner. It is because you are loved so much that he looked for you, because the Father knows that none of his children is such that he or she doesn't have any specialty at all. It is your specialty, one thing or another, that has brought you here. At the very least, you have recognized the Father, who came here in an incognito form. You said, Mera Baba. All of you say Mera Baba. Is there anyone who says, no, Tera Baba? No, right? All of you say Mera Baba. So you are all special, are you not? All of those great scientists and the VIPs were not able to recognize him, but all of you recognized him and made him belong to you. Did you not? So the Father also made you belong to him. You are flying while being sustained with this happiness, are you not? You are flying, You are not walking, you are flying. Because those who are walking will not be able to return home with the Father, for the Father is going to fly. So, how would those who are simply walking be able to return home with him? Therefore, what is the blessing that the Father gives to all the children? May you be in your angelic form. Angels fly. They don't walk, they fly. So, all of you are also of the flying stage, are you not? Those who are of the flying stage, raise your hands. Or is it that sometimes you're in the walking stage and sometimes you're in the flying stage? No. You are those who always fly. You are double light, are you not? Think about it. The Father has taken a guarantee from all of you. Whatever type of burden any of you have in your mind or intellect, give it to the Father because he has come to take it. Have you given the burden to the Father, or have you kept a little bit hidden away? Since the one who will take it away from you is taking it away, is there anything to think about in this? Or is it that you have the habit of looking after a burden for 63 births? Some children sometimes say, we don't want to do this, but we're compelled by our habits. You are not being compelled now, are you? Are you being compelled, or are you strong? Never be compelled. You are strong. Are the Shaktis strong, or are they being compelled? You are strong, are you not? What are those who are sitting at the front? You are strong, are you not? Do you like keeping a burden? Is your heart attached to it? Is your heart attached to the burden? Let go. Let go and you will become free. You don't let go, and so you don't become free. The method for letting go is determined thought. Some children say, we have determined thoughts, but what is the reason for this but? If you have determined thoughts, you have them, but you don't revise the determined thoughts that you have. Repeatedly revise them in your mind and realize what a burden is and what the experience of being a double light is. Underline the realization course a little more now. You do the speaking and thinking, but now realize with your heart what a burden is and what it means to be double light. Keep the contrast in front of you, because now, according to the closeness of time, what does Bap Dada wish to see in each child? That you demonstrate it practically by doing what you say. You have to put into the practical form what you think. Because the Father's inheritance and your birthright is liberation and liberation in life. This is the invitation you give everyone, is it not? Come and attain your inheritance of liberation and liberation in life. So, ask yourself, do I want to experience liberation in the land of liberation? Do I want to experience liberation in life in the golden age? Or do I want to create the sanskars of liberation and liberation in life now at the confluence age? This is because you say at this time that you are those who are creating the divine world with your godly sanskars. We are creating the new world with our sanskars. The sanskars of liberation and liberation in life have to be made to emerge now at the confluence age, do they not? So check if your mind and intellect have become free from all bondage. In Brahman life, you have become free from many things which were bondages in your past life. However, are you free from all bondages? Or are there even now some bondages which tie you in bondage to them? To experience liberation and liberation in life is the greatness of Brahman life. In the golden age, you won't have knowledge of either liberation in life or of a life of bondage. At present, you can experience what a life of bondage is and what liberation in life is because all of you have promised. All of you have made promises, and you have made promises many times. Do you remember what promises you have made? Ask anyone, ask yourself, what is the aim of this Brahmin life of yours? What response do you think that they'll give? To become equal to the Father. This is firm, is it not? You want to become equal to the Father, do you not? Or is it that you want to only become a little bit like the Father? You want to become equal exactly, do you not? Or is it that if you become a little like him, that will do? Will it do? Will it be enough? That would not be called becoming equal, would it? So, is the Father liberated or does he have bondages? If you have any type of bondage, whether of the body, bodily relations, maybe not of the mother, father, brother, or friend, but if there is any bondage of any relationships to the physical organs, if there is a bondage of habits, a bondage of nature, a bondage of sanskars, then how can that be called being equal to the Father? And you make a promise every day that you definitely want to become equal to the Father. When Baba makes you raise your hands, what do all of you say? That you want to become Lakshmi and Narayan. Bapdada is pleased that you make very good promises, but you don't take benefit of these promises. You don't know the balance of a promise and its benefit. Bapdada has a very, very, very big file of your promises. He has everyone's file. Similarly, there should be also a file of the benefits, right? If there were this balance, it would be so good. There are the teachers from the center sitting here, are they not? There are also residents of the centers who are sitting here. So, you are those who are going to become equal, are you not? Residents of the center who have become the instrument children should be equal, should they not? Are you that? You are, but sometimes you become a little mischievous. Mother continues to see the behavior and activity of all the children throughout the day. When your Dadi was in the subtle region, she was also seeing everything. What did she say? Did you know that she used to say, Baba, can it be like that too? Is it like that? Do they do this? And you continue to see that? Did you hear what your Dadi saw? Now, Bapdada wants to see that each child claims a right, the inheritance of liberation and liberation in life, because you will receive the inheritance at this time. In the golden age, it will be your natural life. It will be a natural life on the basis of the practice of this time, but you receive the right to the inheritance now at the confluence age. This is why Bapdada wants every child to check the self, and if there's any bondage pulling, then think of its reason. Think of its reason, and together with that, think of a solution. Bapdada has given you solutions many times in different forms. He has given you the blessing of all powers and the treasures of all virtues. By using those treasures, they will increase. All of you have seen the treasures. Bapdada has seen that. Bapdada sees the stock of each one. The intellect is the stock room. Bapdada has seen everyone's stock room, their intellects. You do have them in stock, but you do not use those treasures at the right time. You simply think of it in the form of a point. Yes, I mustn't do this, I must do this. You use knowledge in the form of a point. Think about it, but you don't use that point of knowledge by stabilizing in the form of that point. This is why it just remains a point. You use the point of knowledge while in the point form, and you'll find solution. You say that you mustn't do this, and then you forget about it. Together with speaking about it and forget it, Baba has told you an easy method. In the confluence age, it is just a wonder of the point. Simply use the points. There is no need for any other punctuation. Simply use the 3 points. The soul is a point, the Father is a point, and the drama is a point. Continue to use the 3 points, and it will not be difficult to become equal to the Father. You try to put a point, but your hand shakes at the time of putting a point. So it becomes either a question mark or an exclamation mark. There your hand shakes, and here your intellect shakes. Otherwise, is it difficult to keep the 3 points in your awareness? Is it difficult? Bapdada has shown you another easy method. What is that? Give blessings and receive blessings. Acha. If you're not able to have powerful yoga, if you lack a little bit in your dharna, or if you don't have the courage to give lectures, you can still give blessings and receive blessings. Do just this one thing and put aside everything else. Simply do one thing. Receive blessings and give blessings. No matter what happens, no matter what others give you, I have to give blessings and receive. Make this one thing firm, and everything else will be included in it. If you give blessings and receive blessings, would not all powers and virtues be included in that? They would automatically include it, would they not? Just keep the one aim. Try it and see. Practice it for 1 day and see, and then try it for 7 days. Okay, if you're not able to keep other things in your intellect, at least you'll be able to keep that one thing in it. No matter what happens, I have to give blessings and receive blessings. Can you do this or not? Are you able to do it? Whenever you go back, try this. By doing this, you will all automatically become yog yukt. Because there are no wasteful actions, you are yog yukt, are you not? However, keep the aim to give blessings and to receive blessings. No matter what others give you, even if you receive bad wishes, even situations of anger will come in front of you. Because when you make a promise, Maya is also listening to the promise you make. She will also do her own work, will she not? When you become a conqueror of Maya, she will not do anything. At present, you are still becoming a conqueror of Maya. And so, she will do her own work. You have to give blessings and receive blessings. Is this possible? Is it possible? Those who say that it is possible, raise your hands. Acha Shaktis, raise your hands. Yes, it is possible. So now in this next paragraph portion, Baba talks to all the teachers in the room when he was reciting the Murli, and he tells them to do their homework for 1 week, which was to give blessings and receive blessings. And he tells them the only way that they will do that is through determined faith, as he says here. He tells them that Maya will come to them. Maya will come. You will say, Baba, I never used to experience this before, but it has come now. This will happen. But those who have determined faith have a victory guaranteed. The fruit of determination is success. The lack of success is through the lack of determination. So you have to attain the success of determination. Here in this next paragraph, Baba talks to the double foreigners. He tells them that they are number 1, and he asks them how many double foreigners they are. He asks them if they are determined or if they are faltering in their faith, but all of them say that they are determined, and he congratulates them. He also starts to talk about the dadis, that they are firm and good, and that us, as double foreigners, should learn from their nature, especially that the powers that they hold, such as tolerance and accommodation. So he talks about the powers and what we can learn about here. All of the powers have a connection with one another. This is why the Father is called the Almighty Authority, the one with all powers. He is not called the one with some power. Your title is also Master Almighty Authority, ones with all powers. Is it just one with powers? You are Master Almighty Authorities, are you not? All powers have a connection with one another. Therefore, pay attention to this too. Acha. Here in this next paragraph, Baba talks to double foreigners, and he's pleased with them that they are creating expansion at their own places. They're doing service in their own countries. He talks about the souls in Africa and Russia and in Bharat as well. And he tells them that they are successful because all of their service is filled with courage, enthusiasm, and zeal. And he talks about that more here. Just as you are doing service with zeal and enthusiasm, in the same way for the self too, serve the self and also serve the world. To serve the self means to check and to make yourself equal to the Father. Give any defect, any weakness to the Father. Why have you kept it? The Father doesn't like that. Why do you keep the weaknesses? Give them away. At the time of giving, become little children. When little children are not able to look after something, when they don't like something, what do? Mommy, Papa, you take this. In the same way, if you don't like any type of burden or bondage, because Bap Dada sees that, on the one hand, you think that you don't like it, that it is not right, but you say, what can I do? How can I do this? That is also not good. On the one hand, you are saying that it is not good, and on the other hand, you have kept it with yourself carefully. What would you say about this? Is it good? It is not good, is it? So, what do you want to become? The best of all, do you not? Not just good, but the best of all. So whenever there is something like that, Baba is ever present. Give it to him. If it comes back to you, then hand it over, considering it to be something entrusted to you. You cannot be dishonest with something that is entrusted to you. You have given it to the Father, so it now belongs to the Father. If something that belongs to the Father or someone else comes to you by mistake, would you keep it locked away in your cupboard? Would you even keep it? You would take it away, would you not? You would give it back. No matter how, you should give it away. You would not keep it. You would not look after it carefully, would you? So give it away. The Father has come to take it away. You don't have anything else that you can give him anyway. However, you can give this, can you not? It is an ak flower, so give it to him. Do you like looking after it? So, just as you are doing service since 6 months with zeal and enthusiasm, Baba heard the news of Russia and Africa, and he continues to hear the news of other places. You are doing that. Baba is now especially giving time for service of the self. You have now seen it many times. For so long, Baba has been revising 2 words again and again. What are those 2 words? Suddenly and ever ready. You do remember them, do you not? Do you remember them? Your very good Dadi Chandramani also went suddenly, remember? From that time, how long ago was that? And after that, there have been so many cases of suddenly. How did your Dadi go? She went suddenly, did she not? Okay, you have love for Dadi, and so remember this lesson of suddenly when you remember her. In the same way, Dadi went, having fulfilled her aim. She didn't go just like that. She received a certificate, karmatit. The physical organs not bind her with their attraction. As detached observers, the physical organs continued to become cool and calm. They became calm like that. The attraction did not pull her, neither did any physical organs pull her, nor did the attachment of any soul pull her. free from attachment, destroyer of attachment. Otherwise, many souls, when going, remember someone and say, so and so, so and so. But Dadi went as a destroyer of attachment and an embodiment of remembrance. She went having become a conqueror of the physical organs. Not one of the physical organs pulled towards itself in a wave of sorrow. So you say, Dadi, you remember her, and you should remember her, because she was number one. So the number one has won, has she not? So whenever you remember Dadi, don't just remember her picture, but also remember, am I ever ready? Do I also remember the lesson of suddenly? If I were to go suddenly, am I a destroyer of attachment and a conqueror of matter? All of you keep this gift from Dadi with you. Do you understand? Acha. Here in this next part, Baba talks about all the letters, messages, and emails that he's received around the world. He's very happy and thankful that the family is filled with so much love for him. And because of this, he wants to see us as soon as possible. He wants us to return home. So that's what he starts to talk about in this next part, returning home. You are going to return home together, are you not? You are not going to follow later. You would not enjoy that. It is better to be hand in hand and in one another's company. The hand is Srimad. Srimad will be in your intellect, and there will be the company of the soul, the supreme soul, and you will return home. You are all going to return home, are you not? Do not remain behind. Even now, you are together. No matter which corner you are in, the Father is with you. He will remain with you and will go back with you, and then you will rule the kingdom with Father Brahma. This is a firm promise, is it not? Do not remain in between. If there's something that requires clearance from the customs, you will get stuck. The things of Ravan will stop you in the customs. Any sanskar or nature of Ravan will trap you in the customs of the land of Dharamraj. Whereas with the Father's company, you will be able to go straight through. If there's anyone else, you will have to wait in the customs. Would you like that? You wouldn't, would you? The Father would not like that either. Since you have promised to remain together, then always remain together. Those sitting at the back, your promise is firm, is it not? Those sitting at the back, raise your hand. Is it a firm promise? Acha, fine. Whoever has come and wherever you have come from, firstly, never let go of the company. At every moment, let it be the Father and you. There will then be so much pleasure. There is pleasure in just the Father and you, is there not? Teachers, there's pleasure in this, is there not? Or is it fine that you sometimes become separated? Will you let go of Baba's company? You will not let go, will you? Are you sure? Is this firm? Not for even 1 second. This is called true love. Is this okay? Are you sure? This photo of yours is being taken. It is being taken in the subtle region. It cannot be taken with a physical camera. It is being taken in the subtle region. Very good. Acha. To all the children from everywhere whom Bab Dada likes, he is the comforter of hearts, is he not? So, to the children who are loved by Dilaram, the comforter of hearts, the children who always move along in the waves of love, the extremely loving children who belong to the one Father, none other, no other person even in their dreams to such loving children of Bab Dada were completely beyond the consciousness of the body, the long lost and now found multi-million-fold fortunate children. Love and remembrance from the heart and multi-million-fold blessing. Along with that, namaste, Bap Dada, to all those who are the children and so the masters. Next, Bap Dada talks to all of the souls who have come from the first time from the 28 countries of Africa. He tells them that he is very, very happy to see them, and the entire family is very fortunate to see them as well. Not only that, but he also congratulates souls who have come from other countries for the first time as well. He also congratulates the Dadis, talks about them, talks about how important instruments they are, and all of the success that they've had with their zeal and enthusiasm. He talks about it more right here. All of you working together will bring zeal and enthusiasm into the gathering. It is just for name's sake that it is said, first number, second number, third number. But in fact, all of you are service companions. You will move forward, encouraging one another. And Dadiji's thoughts have been revealed the Father. Dadi has taken the button in her hand, but all of you will press the button, will you not? You will press it, will you not? So, all of those who have become instruments, all of you discuss together, because the power of the gathering very quickly and easily carries out the task while saying, Haji, Haji. You have to make the world say Haji at your feet. So the gathering is good. It is each one's specialty. And you all speak of the specialties among yourselves. You give clashes on specialties. Simply, you are special. You have to see specialties and share specialties with one another. In order to carry out a special task, see the specialties. Cooperate with one another with your specialty. It is good. Here in this next part, Baba talks to Dadi Janki and Bozar Dadi as well. He talks to them about their natures, how happy they are, and that they continue to dance. They're number one. Back in their childhood, they used to tour people around. They used to be number one in giving classes, and that they're number one in every task that they do. He tells them to remember their childhoods. Do not remember your illness, but remember your childhood, because the Dadi had kidney stones at the time. Nowadays, these illnesses are common. It happens while you are just sitting. It happens while sleeping or sitting. Do not sleep and do not sit around, but go on tours. And basically what Baba was saying here is that no matter what illness you are given, no matter what obstacle is put upon you, you always keep moving forward and always do your service. As long as the fire of determination is lit, you cannot falter, just like how these Dadis operated, even through illness. Here in this next part, Baba talks to the senior sisters in India who went abroad and did service. He tells them that the only reason this so much service was done is because they went abroad. It's all thanks to them. He tells them that every single morsel of service that you do, no matter who you are, no matter if you're a junior or senior sister, every single service is appreciated, and every little bit of service makes a change. So no matter how much service you do, you may think that maybe you're not doing enough service. Every part of service brings a change. He says it right here. Even if it is a junior sister who comes from far away to conduct class, it brings a change and everyone enjoys that. Even when a senior sister is there, when the junior sister gives class, there is splendor. So no matter if you're a senior or junior sister, as long as you are determined to do your service, you will make an impact. So let's start here. So, everything is moving along well, is it not? It is good. Day by day, you are becoming experienced too. That experience also works, so it is good. You are running everything very well. Om Shanti. Thank you. That was the Murli. It's a bit of a long one, but it was very good. It was very insightful, I thought. So now that you've all listened to the Murli, we can do a bit of discussion, a bit of point sharing. And so if anyone wants to come forth and tell them what they took from the Murli, what points they have, that would be great. And then we can all talk about it as a group. So does anyone have a point?
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Very beautiful Murli. I just have 2 words to remember throughout the day today. That is the one which Baba said. Just see special things and share special things. That is my takeaway point from today. For today.
Yeah, that's really nice. I think it's really important to remember sometimes that you were chosen by Baba, right? Because sometimes you may not realize your own self-worth, but Baba has chosen you. You are special. And so it is your duty to share that speciality with everyone else. You should remember that.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have a point? Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, brother, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was done. Yeah.
Okay. Om Shanti, brother. Very nice, Murli. My takeaway today, I love that line where he says that you say everything is Baba's, but then you keep it in a cupboard and you don't actually give it away. And it was a very nice, simple example, and actually made me reflect. And I think we need to just surrender completely to Baba, even our problems. Like sometimes we're trying to work our problems on our own selves and trying to sort it out, but just release it. Don't keep it in the cupboard is a very beautiful message, and become a true conqueror of Maya. So even the Maya, little bit coming next to you, just release it. So this is my takeaway from today's Murli. Om Shanti, brother.
Thank you, Om Shanti. That's really nice. Anyone else want to share after that? Okay, Dr. Kashi said in the chat, my aim is to become exactly equal to Baba. And yeah, that's really true. I think that's the main goal that we all should have, what we're working toward.
Om Shanti. For me, I liked it. Baba said, realize what a burden is and realize how it feels to be a double light. I love that how Baba brought very beautifully the contrast, and I want to really churn and realize and become double light and remove all the burdens. Thank you.
Yeah, that's really nice. Thank you.
Om Shanti.
Om
We already
Shanti.
have the point. Yes, we have the point of knowledge. So Baba says always use this point wherever you need it. So be a point, and Baba is also point, and the drama is also point, and you'll find the solution of your problem. Om Shanti.
Yeah, always keep your true self in mind.
Om Shanti. Adding to what Amiben just mentioned, about point, and Baba today mentions that it's very easy for one to put a point, but what comes in between is your intellect. And then he used the example of putting a question mark and an explanation mark. Your hand will shake, but putting a point, your intellect will shake. So that's the point of takeaway for me, that when you put a point, there's so many thoughts and questions comes, and that point goes on a toss. So practicing putting a point with an easy way is my takeaway from today's Murli.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. Thank you.
Om Shanti, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Baba has told us to have self-check. Two things are very important: serve the self and serve the world. So while doing this, we need to have the aim of destroying attachment and conquer over the material matter. This will be our Srimad. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Baba said to keep a balance between your promises and also the benefit of those promises. We make many promises, but we do not remember the benefits that we get from those promises. So in order to experience the liberation in life, we have to keep a habit of experiencing this liberation from the confluence age itself. So that is why we just need to revise every time repeatedly the benefits that we get from those promises also. Om Shanti.
Yeah, yes. Thank you. So does anyone else have a point, or is that all the points?
Another point from today's Murli that Baba mentions is about bringing Ravan sanskars and Devi sanskars, and he gives the analogy of how in customs things get stopped if it's not been rightly maintained. Baba says Ravan sanskars are not your sanskars. So if you keep any of these Ravan sanskars, you'll get stopped in getting liberated. So I really like the way Baba put it across, and this will be always there now in mind. Okay, what is Ravan's sanskars? How you need to keep it aside, and remember how custom officers or custom department functions while you're moving from one country to the other country with your own luggages. Om Shanti.
Yeah, I really like Baba's analogies. They're really smart. Really put stuff into perspective. So they're good. So is that everything? Yes.
Om Shanti.
Oh, sure.
Today Baba also said that we just remember one thing, that to become a Nirantar yogi you need to give blessings and receive blessings. If you are not able to do anything else, if you do not have courage to speak or any kind of service, then at least you can give blessings and receive blessings. Even if any situation comes in front of you where the person has bad wishes for you or is getting angry with you, you have to have a determined thought to achieve success, that I have to receive and give blessings. Om Shanti.
Oh, Shanti. Yes. Okay. If there are no more points, we can move on to the commentary. It'll be a short commentary, like 4 minutes long, and it'll be on today's morning. Om Shanti. Relax yourself. Feel yourself become lighter than a feather. First, your legs, then your arms and chest, all the way up to your head, all light as feathers. Feel your body disappear and feel yourself start to rise up towards the sky. You rise higher and higher above the city, above the clouds, above the stars, higher and higher towards the light. The supreme light, the Father. He calls to you from above to return home with Him. You reach for Him, yet something stops you from touching Him. You look down and see the weight of your burdens chained to you. All your bondages pulling you back down towards the limited world. But you know deep down you are stronger than that. You are greater than your bondages. You were chosen by God to be the Master Almighty Authority. And so, with this specialty in mind, you renounce your bondage and give it to the Father. And with no weight, you rise higher and higher. You are finally free. You have become double light. And now you are finally fully embraced by the Father's unconditional love. It feels warm and cozy, like a blanket with light. With this awareness in mind, always keep your self-worth in front of you, and never, ever let Maya take control of you. As long as the fire of rumination burns within you, you will never falter to become double light. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. It was a very powerful commentary of meditation. Thank you, Manish Bhai. Thank you, all of you, and see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Have a nice day.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.